Hi guys, Lone Gamer UK back here again with some more Cold Waters action. So we just had a few days break over the weekend. Sorry about that, I was away for a couple of days. So we pick up where we left off on Friday, where we completed mission 6. And so we're looking to complete mission 7. We've got 4 medals. We've sunk 2 capital ships, 37 ships sunk. Total tonnage 239,000, and we're playing in the 1980s and 90s Trafalgar class submarine on Subs and More mod from subsim.com. So that's our summary. So let's have a look at what our mission is. So we're down here off Norway. We just had an engagement up at Iceland Way, I think, before, and then let's have a look. So our current mission is there's an amphibious landing at Bergen. That's right, actually we were down here and we were pretty sure that we engaged the landing force, only to be ambushed by God knows how many submarines. And yeah, if you haven't seen my last video, watch it, because that last mission was rather a strange one. So we're still looking for the task force with landing ships that's coming up down the coast and heading towards Bergen. So we're on site. We just need to wait for our mission objective, but the actual targets, no matter what ships and subs we face, are these landing craft to complete the mission. So it's just a day before New Year's Eve in 1984 at 6 o'clock in the morning. Probably going to be a daylight mission this by the time they get there. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, let's just check the weapon status. So yep, we're loaded with torpedoes and 1 Moss. We've got 20 noisemakers. Got enough torpedoes. However, we did use all of our missiles, which for this mission we probably could have done with some, but I ended up, if you seen the last video, using them all up, and some of them were wasted. So yeah, so we're going to have to close in and not let any of these troop ships get away. Okay, so we're going to continue on course, and we're waiting for the surface fleet. So I don't know, but I'm thinking by their movements this is the surface fleet heading south here. So we're just going to stay on station. Don't want to move any closer to the coastline because it will put me in even more shallow water. We should get the engagement here, which we do. Excellent. So our depth is 50 feet, our speed is 5 knots. I'm going to close to 10,000 yards. And let's hope this is our mission this time. So yeah.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 117, designated Sierra 3. Con sonar, new contact bearing 109, designated Sierra 4. Con sonar, new contact bearing 106, designated Sierra 5. Con sonar, new contact bearing 104, designated Sierra 6. Con sonar, new contact bearing 103, designated Sierra 7. Con sonar, new contact bearing 110, designated Sierra 8.
There we go, 8 targets. Some coming and going, but I do think we're looking at least 8 ships here. So without these missiles, Some are near and some are far. I still think most of them are where this group is of Sierra 8, 6, 1 and 2 at the moment. We've got 823 feet. It is pretty quiet, so we've got no layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick ESM while I'm up here. So just make my depth 4 or 5 feet.
Raise the ESM mast.
Okay, we're going to try and get a slightly more accurate bearing on these targets, see if we can get master a good signal strength on these. Then we'll classify them and take out the troop ships. Just thinking we've got a very calm sea, so I could put the periscope up, but probably dark enough. But bearing 92, so they're all sort of that way. Okay, I'm going to leave it up for a little while. We're just going to classify some of these. So Sierra 7, we'll do that first. Right, so that's an Aguema.
Con sonar Sierra 7 is classified as merchant.
So that's one of the troop ships, so that's a primary target. Right, now that I've got this dialed in, I'll classify.
Con sonar Sierra 5 is classified as merchant. Con sonar Sierra 6 is classified as merchant.
So all of these have got the same signature. So they're all the merchants. Master 1 is not. That will be... And we might have some subs out here. Right, come on. Don't think that's a sub. Let's go to surface ships. Kiev no, Kirov no. This looks like a... Okay, that's not good news. That looks like a Udaloy.
Con sonar Master 1 is classified as escort.
This looks like a Krivak or a Cannon.
Con sonar Master 2 is classified as escort. Con sonar Master 3 is classified as escort.
Okay, so we've classified, how many have we classified now? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's classify this last one, and unless there's any submarines, this will be the last one. Looks like an alligator. Just a bit of a problem if he's out there. That should be a tanker, not a troop ship, I
sonar
think. But
Sierra 4 is classified as merchant.
okay, down with the ESM.
Lower the ESM mast.
Okay, let's have a look at the tactical situation. So they're pretty much driving south. I'm just unsure whether this Sierra 4 alligator is actually a mission objective or not. I'm going to probably have to take everything out to be on the safe side. Obviously the Udaloy is the biggest threat. But this cannon's close, and these, so as soon as I start firing they're going to start running, which might make this one difficult to get, particularly as I have no missiles left. But this one here is already 15,000 yards at 60%, heading towards me. I don't think it's heard me yet. We'll check its speed, 9 knots, don't think so, but it might be thinking something's out here. This one, Eudaloy. Yeah, so I just need to kill everything basically, and ideally you want to take out the escorts first. But I find with some of these, I'll try and shoot these either first or at the same time, because otherwise they steam away at full speed and it can be a bit difficult catching them later. Cannon's gone to 16 knots from 9. It's just trying to keep up with the fleet. Getting ranges on all courses, sorry, now on all of these, so they're all heading south and slightly southwest off the coast, we know that. Okay, so let's make all these tubes torpedoes at the moment surface. Torpedoes. Okay, so actually I'm going to make this a left fire. Okay. Target 1, torpedo tube 1 target, master 2 cannon, bearing 090, shoot down the bearing of 095, range 17,000 yards, range to enable 11,000 yards. Our torpedo tube 1.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 1.
Okay, now I'm going to fire off a load of... So target Sierra 6, 18,000 yards, bearing 106. Shoot down the bearing of 110, range to enable 12,000 yards.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
Target Eudaloy or anything else in front of it. Again, shoot on the bearing of 115, range 19,000 yards, range to enable 14,000 yards.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 4.
And now fire another one for good measure, because we've got a lot of targets. Either already detected, I think, the torpedoes, because they're turning away, unless it's a fleet maneuver. Shoot down the bearing of 110, 19,000 yards, 18,000 yards, range to enable. I'm going to make this one quite a late one, 16,000 yards. No, 17,000 yards.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 5.
We'll worry about this cannon in a little while. I'm going to keep the Moss in there for the moment. I could change it because I don't have subs, but we could have helos, particularly with the Eudaloy. So I might need that. So I'm going to stay where we are. It is pretty quiet, 75 decibel, very quiet in fact. So I might come to a deeper depth. But at the moment, they're moving away. This will be the first one. So Master 2, have a look. He's 95% solution, 17,000 yards. Probably want these to go search a little bit later, to be honest, so he might turn towards me. Just going to adjust that. Just adjusted a few of the arming time. I mean, we can change them again if these, but with the tails now, it looks like they're all making flank speed. 15 knots, 15 knots, that's the maximum of those ships. So it's only going to be the Eudaloy. Which one's... Yeah, this one here, this Eudaloy is probably coming straight towards me, so I'll enable this back here, because he'll probably be about here by the time the torpedo gets there. At the moment the cannon's driving away from us, only at 5 knots though, so if we get an updated range on that we'll need to adjust torpedo 1. And I'm just wondering about, you know, I'm a bit worried about some of these getting away. I'm going to have to maybe dive deeper and speed up to keep up with them. I don't want to lose my wires though, really. I don't feel threatened at the moment. Udeloy's the biggest threat because he is driving towards me. Cannon's coming in. Might need to reallocate torpedo 4 or 5. Don't think they can see me. He can't, he's turned away. He's probably going too fast. The Udeloy, 27 knots, just driving straight in on the bearing of my firing, so oh, I can hear a helicopter at your depth. Oh wow!
Ballast system damaged.
Wow, wow, wow! Right on me. Jeez, I didn't think they even had a fix on me. Okay, I'm in trouble here. I think I'm dead here, guys, because we got the hull only at 2%, so I might have to do this one again. Wow. That's that Udeloy's helicopters. Why am I doing minus
sonar.
6?
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
I'm dead in the water. I've got no engine. Oh dear. Wow. I didn't speed up time. I mean, he pretty much knew where I was. I guess the Udeloy did kind of know where I was. Sent the helo towards me. I kind of got a bit cocky there, thinking that the others didn't. But he's even sent another torpedo out just to make sure. Okay guys, we will have to, it was a Udeloy cannon, had all the, we'll try this one again. I'm just going to quickly fail the war here and we'll reload this. It said British UK subs were OP. So here they come again, so we'll try this one again. To be honest, I don't think I did that much wrong. I think what I need to do is, obviously once I've fired those torpedoes, is get deep, and because that Udeloy is a serious threat. Okay, I closed 10,000 yards. Gonna load maximum torpedoes first to get those away, and then we'll see.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 114, designated Sierra 3. Con sonar, new contact bearing 109, designated Sierra 4. Con sonar new contact bearing 106. Designated Sierra 5. Con sonar new contact bearing 104. Designated Sierra 6. Con sonar new contact bearing 109. Designated Sierra 7. Con sonar new contact bearing 104. Designated Sierra 8.
So we'll look for the Udaloy. I think one of these is the Udaloy again. Let's have a look. I'm up here. Let's have changed the ships, but let's go. Let's do these. I mean, they could be Dubners, or they could have changed them. Let's assume they're. So yeah, that's a.
Con sonar Sierra 8 is classified as. Con sonar Sierra 7 is classified as merchant. Con sonar Sierra 6 is classified as merchant. Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as escort. Con sonar Sierra 3 is classified as escort. Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as escort.
That's the Alligator.
Con sonar Sierra 4 is classified as merchant.
Raise the ESM mast.
Now I'm going to raise the ESM mast again. This doesn't give us away, but it's going to get a better fix on the distances, because these are a little bit all over the shop. Like, I don't think that's 44,000 yards. Let's just come up to 4 or 5 feet, and then we'll do our launch, get the ranges. Here they come, start coming in now. Get better firing solutions, and then we really need to, I think the Udaloy is the only thing that damn well kills me in this game, and you know, with its helos. Okay, so cannon. I can't believe that's 44,000 yard solutions, pretty low on it. So see, all these ones are solutions 30%, I think. We do have 1 or 2 stragglers, but they're much more probably around the range of these. Although these solutions are only 33%. Okay, we're going to come right to course 180. Slightly better TMA, hopefully. That's saying 15,000 yards. I think that's pretty much where those are. Just want to get a better readout on these cannons and Eudeloys, because I don't think they're where they say they are. Okay, I've got a nice grouping now on these, so these are probably about the 20,000. He's still a bit nearer. These have got to be either side of these, wherever these are, so okay, so let's set our torpedoes for surface again. In fact, I'm going to set all of them for left-hand launches, because that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to fire one up here on the bearing of the Eudeloy. I think he's here. See, look, there's the cannon. We'll do a similar thing as we did before, but hopefully not die. Oops. Message there about the graphics card. Okay, right. Okay, so Eudeloy Master 1, Torpedo 1. Going to fire down its bearing 093, range to target 43,000, estimated target at 20,000 yards, range to enable 12,000 yards. Fire torpedo tube 1.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 5.
Oh, sorry, tube 5. Wrong one on there. Okay. Okay, firing procedures, bearing 104, range 22,000 yards, range to enable 16,000 yards, fire tube 1.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 1.
Bearing 110, range 23,000 yards, range to enable 16,900 yards, fire torpedo tube 2.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
Bearing 106, range 21,000 yards, range to enable 18,000 yards, fire tube 3.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
I'm going to head this one for the cannon. Assuming he turns around, I'm going to shoot on the bearing of 120 at a range of 13,000 yards to enable.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 4.
Okay, now I'm going to do a gentle descent, try and keep these wires, bring down the ESM. Oh, I have got a layer this time, which helps. Okay. 5 degree down on the planes. Let's make our depth 220 feet. Dive, depth 220. Use a little bit of ballast here to... Last time I just left it too late for that Eudeloy to know exactly where we were. Once I get a little bit deeper, I think I might move up to 10 knots. So 220.
Passing 100 feet.
Ten degrees left rudder. Make your course course 100. I'll point the targets a bit because we might have to chase after some. Okay, we're going to get ahead. We need to get below this layer.
Passing 200 feet.
Okay, zero bubble. level the boat. Coming to, just going to go just a little bit past depth 220, I think, 218. Okay, let's have a look at that Eudeloi. So this is the Eudeloi. It's got 2 helos, bristling with very good sonars. So at the moment it shouldn't be able to detect me based on its contacts on me. Sun's coming up. So these have already detected the torpedoes and running. That means these guys now, like he's 28 knots heading towards me. Hoping that because I've gone below the layer now, I haven't been as stupid as I mean, I didn't have a layer on the last one, but I did leave it too late. And they got a good fix on my torpedoes from the Eudeloi's helos, and then pretty much dropped me straight away. See if we can do this one a little bit better. I might need to check my ranges. So this cannon, let's have a look. Where did I? Just going to adjust that there. This one still looks okay. Let's have a look at the solution. So that looks fairly accurate. 87%, 22,000 yards. Let's have a look. These are all accurate now, so I'll probably, I don't want these to. Possible. I need to sink the ones that are further away. Leave myself because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta sink those 5. I've only got 3 torpedoes heading that direction. If these 2 do their job. Okay, gonna put on
Ahead 2/3. Hell am I.
a little bit of speed.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2. Last bearing 106. Contact faded.
That's just because of my speed. I thought that was going to tell me I was cavitating then. Be like, no. This Eudeloi's still got negative numbers or something like that. Yeah, looking a little bit better this time. I mean, it didn't take them long to work out that I was kind of here when I fired, but now I've sped up. Okay, this one's 5. That Eudeloi turned away, isn't he? Probably because just detected the torp going active. I did. If you can catch these ships with their helos on them, I mean, it's happy days. But he's probably launched his helos already now. I'm just going to come left a little bit to course 160. I need to monitor my torps. What are you doing, number 4? Need to fire some more torpedoes, but at the moment I've got all 5 fired and I need to maintain the wires, because one of the reasons I need to maintain the wires is once we start shooting ships and the wrecks start sinking, the torpedoes keep wanting to go towards the wreck. So by keeping these wires we can keep them passive and steer them away. So it looks like the torpedo 4 and 5 have both locked on the Udaloy and the cannon. Yep. Nice sunny morning. This one could don't worry that it seems like it's gone past me, still locked on, so it's just the range is wrong, the bearing's right. He's gonna hit this guy soon.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 113.
I'm just going to steer the torpedo, not let it get distracted by the noisemaker. It's just been dropped. Not sure which way he turned though. Back this way, I think.
Con sonar, lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 112. Contact breaking up.
Cannon down.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 096.
Now he's got at least one helo still on the deck. Ah, damn, I lost the 3D model. I wanted to see how many helos he had.
Con sonar, lost contact. Master 1, last bearing 097. Contact breaking up.
One on the deck, so there's probably one in the air. Okay, that's those dealt with. Still probably got danger of a helo, but that's good. That's not active until past the wrecks. Okay, so we're aiming basically for the 3 furthest away. That one, and the alligator. I need to fire some more torpedoes at these 2. Otherwise, they could get away. There is a helo out, and he's from that Udaloy, but he's lost his parent ship, so okay. Can't quite tell that's me there, but so he's not that far away. I think that's off to my left somewhere. Be careful with firing these torpedoes. He doesn't spot me.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
If you watch the helo though, you can sometimes get them when they're in their movement phase. So right now, I need to fire now. Okay. Let's left wire these just to be on the safe side. Okay, tube 4. Target is here. I'm going to enable it there.
On torpedo room, firing tube 4. Con, torpedo room, firing tube 5.
Okay, they're off running. Helo. Not sure where he is now, but I can't see him, which makes that a good thing. Can't see him on my torpedoes. Now again, it's just because I'm going for ultimate control here. I mean, ideally, whoops, hang on, what's going? It says that, and all hell breaks loose. No, I don't want you to go there. I want you to get the furthest one away. No, you've got one literally right next to you. But got another torpedo at him. Oh, this is going to become a problem. Now this one's doing it. Right, I'm going to send you. Okay, I need to click on this one. Oh, that one's tracking. Okay, it's just because I want to shoot the ones that are further away with the initial torpedoes that I fired. Oh dear. Messed it. I was just going to move. Just going to move him out of the naval range to later, and then.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 098. Contact breaking up.
One's gonna get torpedo.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing 101.
Okay.
Contact breaking up.
So those ones back there, I've got other torpedoes launched them. This one is the furthest away, is the Alligator. Load that with a Moss in case.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 102. Contact breaking up.
Okay, and that's a perfect example really of why to keep the wires, so that you can control not just hitting targets, but you know, the right ones at the right. So I've taken out the three that were the furthest away. I've got two more torpedoes running at these targets. And they're going to take a while to catch up. But I'm going to re-enable them. They'll be moving away. What we really need to do, because these guys probably will be down here by the time the torpedo is actually enable these past these wrecks.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
We still need to be careful though, because this helo's still out here. And he isn't going to go away. They just don't go away. I'll need to evade and outrun him once I've destroyed my targets. I would compress time, but that's usually suicide when you've got a helo looking for you. So I'm afraid we're going to have to patience this one out. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, if I move these like out here, probably going to be right. And then this one past the Rex.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Ideally, I would like to speed up a bit more. I could do those, change my course. I mean, they're on course 104. I should come left to sort of chase directly after them. That will help not let them get away quite so quick. But with that helo shooting down those, probably looking these torpedo boat, I could do with coming further south before.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 7, last bearing 104. Contact faded.
Before I run east. I think top speed, let's just I think it's still 15 knots. Yeah, 15 knots is their maximum.
Torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
If I went deep and I went flat out, I could close distance on them, but torpedoes are going faster than I can go, so we should be good. We have got another target out here though, because there were 8 targets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's one missing somewhere. I think it was the second cannon actually. So we had 4. That's our Grammar. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Grammars in the Alligator. Yeah, I think it's a cannon that we're missing. It's a little bit worrying because he could still be back here looking for me. Check his layer doesn't change too much. We've got still in the shadow zone, as they say. Let me see if I can speed up time. I'm going to keep it on my sub though, just keep a close listen out for helos. Hoping my torpedoes won't run. I was a long way away and then...
Con sonar regained contact on Master 2 bearing 096.
Okay, that's the cannon, but I don't think his range is all the way out there. He's probably back here somewhere. We'll keep an eye. Okay, that saved us a bit of time. Still 95% on this guy. Ranger's coming in. I think he's probably... There's all the wrecks, so I should sail past those easily, because I'm just going to launch this guy here, just a bit further past the wrecks, because I haven't got a bearing on him at the moment, so I'm going to leave that where it was for the moment. And if I can get a better range on this cannon, I'll launch another torpedo at this guy. Or a torpedo at him when I know where he is. Because I think he's definitely on that bearing, but he could be right back here. My torpedoes go search when we're going for these targets. If the cannon is back here, he'll probably get identified. Get some updated data when we get it from our torpedoes. But he's probably about here. Just this torpedo 5 might definitely need it to go for contact 7. I've got no missiles now, so if I miss this Sierra 7, I'm not sure I could shoot him again with a torpedo. It'd be too far away. Probably would get away in the chase. It's important that I make sure 5 doesn't go for this cannon. It's not my mission objective. We'll see.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 8, last bearing 094. Contact faded.
Fairly sure this one will go into search right behind the ship, and that will take it. It's this one I think I need to watch. Pollution's increasing on this cannon, so this Anguema plot was quite old, so he could be back. I think he was ahead of that one. He's probably back here somewhere. I have to let them do their thing though. I'll stay on torpedo tube 5. See what comes up as it goes into search. Still in passive search. Could go active, but I don't want to. So it's locked on straight away. I just hope that's not the cannon. Thing is, I don't have a solution on the other ship yet, so I'd like to see both of them so I know which one I'm going for. Because if the range is wrong on this one and he's here, or something, I could waste a torpedo on the wrong target. I hear slow engines, so slowish engines. I think this guy's gonna hit. Come on, be the transport ship. Don't be the cannon.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 8, last bearing 09. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 7, bearing 10.
Fantastic.
0.
Bang on. So both of the transfers. That should be my mission done no matter what. Unless I die, of course. Okay. Now I can shoot at the cannon. Bearing 104, range 35,000 yards, range to enable 27,000
Con,
yards.
torpedo room, firing tube 1.
Now I'm tempted to break the wire and let it do its thing. It might get sucked up in these wrecks, but what we'll do, I think, is let's check where the helo is. Can't see him near us. That's 7 targets down. The last one to go. Adjust the course slightly. %. That is that wreck. Then he is
Con,
kind of
torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
the distance that sonar's got him at. I'm going to change too much, about 30,000 yards. Torpedo's a long way back still though. I want to speed this up if I can, but I do need to be careful of helos. But we'll do that. Listening for the helo. Coming in on range. I'll just amend the stay on. Now when you click on other ships and wrecks you hear the noise around them, not you, so it's pretty bad sometimes if you're focused on an enemy ship or torpedo, because either you can panic when you hear a helo thinking it's near you when it's not, it's near your torpedo or the wreck, but equally if you're focused on them and the torpedo is near your sub, you're not going to hear it because you've got the camera focused somewhere else. So usually when I speed up this time I make sure I'm on my sub, because you can hear it. I'm going to just check. And I might turn this guy active, we'll see. Back to normal speed. Okay, it's gone into search. It should be 3,000 or 4,000 yards ahead of Cannon and should pick him up any second. All things being well. Starts to run in too much closer to these wrecks, we might have I'm going to ping it active because I need him to speed up. I need to get his location. Hopefully keep the wire so I don't go for the wrecks. Okay, our torpedo's gone active. Because it's saying he's right back here. Oh no. That is way off. I'll have to take this round then because he is showing 95% solution now, so that is where he is. Okay, that was a bit out then. We can still... Because of the speed he was going, he probably just passed me on an angle when before it went into its search mode and managed to go further north. I need to make sure it doesn't go for that wreck though, so I'm going to speed up time here. He's hauling us at 28 knots. Looks like it's safely past that wreck. Okay, it's locked on now.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 037.
And that's how we do that. All 8 targets sunk. Excellent. Why we didn't do that the first time, I've no idea. Okay, now we probably still have this helo. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our course come right to about course 220, 30-degree right rudder. Now I am in the shadow zone, so when I move out of this might... I think I might be best staying here for a little bit and then getting further away.
On torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
.223, that will do. I need to evade from the scene of the crime, as they say. I'm going to speed up time a bit here. Might be bad news bears. We'll be looking out this way. Okay, let's make my depth.
Ahead, full. Helm, aye.
Woo. Woo.
Ahead 2/3. Helm, aye.
Wrong key. 20° down on the planes. Didn't cavitate then, did I? Don't think so. Let's make my depth 600 feet. Ooh,
Passing 300 feet.
that depth charges I had. Needs to be ready for torpedo evasion.
Passing 400 feet.
Come out of the shadow. These up on the planes, 10° planes. Passing 500 in a minute. This target depth
Passing
600
500 feet.
00.
Passing 600 feet.
Okay, we're at 600 feet. Need to be a little bit careful of the seafloor. It's a bit hard to tell visually. It kind of looks like it's going to rise. When you look at the map, it does look like there's some shelves here that I could soon run into, but not for a little while. So, keep an eye on my depth and my shadow, helos. Run deep, run silent, and see if I can escape this helo and then get out of the battle. And I think that should be mission 7 completed with those troop ships killed. Oh dear, where did that come from? Shoot the moss. When am I going to shoot the moss? I'll shoot the moss.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
I mean, he's dropped that from... Come on, Moss, go left, otherwise he's going to come towards me. Okay. Come right rudder. 20 degrees right rudder. Make your course 270. Move away from this torpedo. There's the helo. There, see that patch on the surface? That's in dipping sonar. Obviously detected me. I'll fired the moss back in that direction, so that should suck up that torpedo that's in a search pattern, and I'm just going to move away. from that area completely if I can. There's the torpedo back there. Is that a second torpedo? No. Could be. I think it is. I mean, I can press time at 10 knots as well. I wasn't doing. I mean, I sometimes think when you go into compression time, it's almost like it doesn't. Whether you're 5 knots or 10 knots, it thinks you're like at full flank speed, because I would have thought over 600 feet at 10 knots. With a layer, he shouldn't even be able to detect me. But he did. And he launched, but I think we're good at the moment. I mean, if he comes right above me and dips his sonar in, then I could be in big trouble. That torpedo is going for the moss. I believe these air-launched torpedoes don't have as much duration time, so I'm not sure if they explode hitting the mast, but if he don't, he'll run out of fuel soon anyway. But see, look, there's the helo. So the helo is somewhere in the middle of those two green circles. I'm not going to be able to evade him just yet. So the moss is doing its job nicely. While I am trying to evade. I am still too near the helo though. Let's just try. Weapons nearby, aircraft nearby, no. Okay, let's see the. Oh, I thought I saw that. My moss is still running, so I don't know, the helo might stay on him or follow him. If he does follow and track, try and kill the moss, it should take the helo in the opposite direction from me. See that white patch up there? That's the helo. Oh, there he is. I'll probably see my moss somewhere. Ooh, is that me? Well, that's me there. That's the helo. It's funny because I mean I guess I'm presuming the helo now knows this is like a decoy because he's not launching anything at it. He's not moving back this way. So they do a very good job of decoying torpedoes in the water, but maybe not helos searching. We'll see. Is it just the aircraft now? It doesn't say weapons, so I'm gonna
Rig
run
ship
for
for ultra quiet.
silent, and I'm gonna go compress time. Nope, still can't escape. Oh, I heard the helo then. Still won't let me escape. So as soon as we do this, guys, that will hopefully be end of the mission, a successful one. Mission 7. Seafloor looks like it's going to rise up soon, where this line is here on the mini-map. Going to risk going to 10 knots.
Ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
I don't know whether he actually sort of heard me to put his dipping sonar in, but sometimes you can just be unlucky. He'll randomly, as if you're still in the search area, put his sonar down on top of you, and you're just too near, and that's why it acquires you, and then drops the torpedo. So what seems to happen to me though when I'm compressing time, so I'm always a bit nervous about that. But we should have escaped here. Still won't let us leave.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Still won't let me leave. Okay. Well, if you're watching this on replay on the video, I'd probably just fast forward this last bit. All I'm trying to do here is evade the helo, that we can escape the battle, and then see what the score was on the battle sheet. I'll do 5-degree right rudder here, and course 290. This is the only annoying part about the game for me, is this you can't get out of the battle because you've got aircraft, particularly when they're not really that near you. Okay, you need to keep an eye on the seafloor here, it's going to start rising soon. Okay, the seafloor's coming up now, so I'm just going to put 5-degree planes on, come up to about 500 feet.
Passing 600 feet.
I'll probably do 530. Seabed continues to rise. I really don't want to destroy my mission because I run into the ground. Let's see if we can get out now. Finally, there we go. Okay, so leave combat. Great, so Eudeloy sunk, cannon, 2 cannons sunk, the Alligator and the 4 Amguenas. Let's just check if this is our mission. Great job, pleased to hear the expected invasion of Bergen, Norway has been repelled. So it was. Excellent. It makes it worthwhile in the end then. Apologies for the slow end to the video there. Have a look. Oh, got a medal. The Navy Cross. Secretary of the Navy expresses his heartfelt congratulations, takes great pleasure in awarding the Navy Cross to Commander Gamer UK for extraordinary heroism and leadership in action against the enemy as commanding officer of the Trafalgar in the vicinity of the Norwegian coast on 31st of December 1984. Commander Gamer UK's outstanding seamanship and skillful tactics inflicted great damage on the enemy forces, and his conduct upheld in the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Thank you very much. Okay. Norway stands. Bergen, Norway, a massive coordinated sea-based landing has been repelled. A NATO spokesman said that a combination of hard fighting by defending troops and prior significant weakening of the invasion force by NATO naval units. Weakening? I took them all out. There wasn't any of them left. Contribute to averting disaster and defeat. So that's good. So we have got another mission. Our next mission is a wolf pack of enemy diesel electric attack subs. Okay. So sometimes they're missile subs. They'll set sail within the next 7 days. And the GU8. Okay, so with 7 days and that, I might see if I can nip back to port and rearm because I'm getting a bit low. May consist of 2 to 4 Foxtrots and or Romeo class submarines. Okay, so that will be our next mission. Let's put a save in there. It's just yep, that's all good. I mean, we have got 13 spearfish. I mean, we've certainly got enough torpedoes for this next mission. So I'll have a look at the map. I don't have any missiles. I've only got 3 Mosses, so 1 loaded and 2 more. So save that. So this is the gap here they're talking about between Iceland. So I think we will nip back to Holy Loch and we'll do that on the next mission. Just have a quick check of our summary. So 28 days at war. We've completed 7 successful missions, 2 capital ships sunk. We've now sunk a total of 45 ships, for a total tonnage of 322,715 tons. So not too bad for mission 7 with 5 medals. Okay, so thanks for joining me. This was Lone Gamer UK. If you liked the video or want to make comments, then please leave comments in the comment section. Otherwise, I'll probably see you again tomorrow for another Cold Waters video. Thanks very much for joining me today. Take care. Bye now.